I've had the misfortune of seeing quite a number of cruelty cases in my career.
That's a good boy.
But Jimmy was off the scale when it came to just plain neglect. This dog was left in a cage pretty much to rot.
Sclerosis here, effusion here. So that is horrible.
Jimmy. Today I'm driving out to Berkshire, which is to the west of London, and I'm going to visit a place called the Border Collie Spot. It's run by Jill, who I absolutely love, and I honestly believe should be known as the patron saint of dogs. She always takes on dogs that no one else wants.
Kelly, Kelly! I suppose I've been rescuing dogs for about 20 years, but it's one of those things, once you've started doing it, it's so hard to ever stop, because I know if I stopped doing it, so many dogs would die. Good boy. How can I stop? I have rather a special case here that I'd like you to have a look at.
Okay.
Jill's about to introduce Scott to a victim of extreme long-term neglect.
Hello, buddy.
This is Jimmy. He's come from a hoarding situation and he's got a big problem with his hind legs.
Jimmy was found locked up in a small cage, covered in his own excrement. The 3-year-old Border Collie had been forced to spend his life in a crouched position, unable to stand up.
And how long do you think he was there for?
I think he was born there. I don't know, but I think
goodness.
he was. Yeah.
Jimmy. I've had the misfortune of seeing quite a number of cruelty cases in my career.
That's a good boy.
But Jimmy
Good boy.
was off the scale when it came to just plain neglect. This dog was left in a cage pretty much to rot.
Come on, Jim. Good boy. Good boy.
I think what angers me the most when it comes to animal cruelty is that these are innocent creatures that haven't asked to be owned by these horrendous people. They haven't deserved what's happened to them, and it makes me want to defend them, and defend them I will.
Come on.
You know what he walks like? He walks like he's on hot coals, doesn't he? Like he's right up on his toes, like walking really, really gingerly.
Yeah.
The left leg is definitely weaker than the right. You can see he's actually lifting that one up. Poor guy.
I actually think I'm getting worse as I get older at coping with it, because emotionally it's draining. There's hardly a day goes by that I don't shed tears over these dogs.
All right then, let's pop you in the back of the car. We'll go and see Michael.
Scott has made an appointment for Jimmy with specialist orthopaedic surgeon Michael Hamilton.
I think Jill has already developed a really strong bond with Jimmy. She really has a soft spot for him, you can tell. And I know that it's really worrying for her.
Good boy.
He is going to need a lot of complex work, and she knows that.
See you soon, Jimmy.
So, of course, she's very nervous about me taking him, but I know she trusts my judgment, and I am really taking him to the best place possible. Hello, mate.
Hey, Scott. How's things, all right?
Great to see you.
Yeah, you too.
Very good.
You too.
So let me show you a very special patient. This is Jimmy. He was rescued from a place where he was basically kept in a crate his entire life.
Oh, no way.
And when they found him, he was absolutely covered in his own fecal matter to the point where they had to shear him like a sheep. And now he's got this very strange curved sort of spine, and his knees feel terrible.
2 big swollen knees. Do they move much? Oh dear.
I know Michael very well. When he's looking at Jimmy, I can see that he is pretty shocked.
Crikey, this knee is just something else, isn't it? God, you can just feel it grating. That is not very nice at all. As you move those knees around, it's bone on bone, and it grates and it crunches, and it's just horrible. All right, little man.
You won't be impressed. Just see, he's real tucked up, isn't he?
Carrying that back left, isn't he? He's been very brave, isn't he? Both those knees, particularly the left side, they're toast. There's nothing you can do. There's going to be no cartilage in those knees. They don't move very much. They've got to be painful. Okay, so we'll just have to step outside. Get X-rays.
The extent of the problem becomes even clearer on the X-rays.
Straight away, that does not look very nice at all.
It's terrible.
Sclerosis here, effusion here. So that is horrible. They would make it onto the rostrum of the worst knees ever, yes. Knee replacement would be the best option. If it goes well, that's the best option for the dog, no question. The other option, which we can do if a knee replacement didn't go right, the other salvage option is to just fuse it, get the dog out of discomfort.
You waking up? Good boy.
He's just the nicest dog, isn't he? And he's had a hell of a time by the sound of things. We can certainly help him out, and fusion, knee replacement, they're the options.
Michael, great to see you as always.
No worries,
Thanks so
mate.
much for your
No
help
worries.
and advice.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
of
will
course.
pass all that on to Jill,
Yeah,
and
of course.
I'm sure she'll be in touch very soon.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cheers. See ya.
He's saying, hello, Jimmy. Welcome. You're such a good boy. Yes, this is fun.
For the first time in a life of neglect and cruelty, the 3-year-old Border Collie is finally surrounded by love.
It must seem to him very strange, the fact that people are being kind to him. I think he's becoming happier every day. Jimmy's temperament is wonderful. He has never, ever growled or snapped, which is amazing. Good boy. Maybe he knows we're going to help him, I don't know, but he's a wonderful little dog.
Hi,
Oh,
Jill.
hi, Scott.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank
Mwah.
you.
Mwah.
Aw.
Good to see you.
Yeah, come in, I've got you a cup of
Oh,
tea.
lovely. Thank you.
Later that day, Scott arrives to take Jimmy for his major surgery. But first, he wants to reassure Jill.
Someone looks comfortable.
Yeah, I think he's made himself at home, don't
He
you?
really does. Who has got his paws under the table, hey? You have. Unbelievable. Well, I think the procedure that Michael and you have decided to move forward with is a great one because it has far less complications.
Yeah.
So as much as it would have been wonderful to turn him into the bionic dog, what we need to do is turn him into a comfortable dog.
Yeah.
And this procedure is going to do that
Yeah.
without breaking the bank and breaking you, and meaning
Yeah.
you can keep going on with your great work.
Yeah. And really, at the end of the day, all we want is for him to be pain-free. I think it's the right decision. Yeah. I have to be determined for my dogs because I'm the only one they've got.
You big pudding, hey? Say goodbye to Jill.
Oh.
Say goodbye.
Hi,
Hey?
Jimmy. Good
bye.
boy. Their life is in my hands, really. It is, but I wish I could do more. I do. You've got your chair back, Violet. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl.
Right, Jimmy?
The big day has arrived.
Yeah. All right, mate.
Mates.
So, plan is we're going to fuse his knee. The whole point is it's not going to be sore once we're done. That's the whole point.
Yeah, it gives some stability, takes away the pain.
Yeah, exactly. And he's going to be a happier dog.
At the Cherry Tree Veterinary Practice, specialist orthopaedic surgeon Michael Hamilton has started Jimmy's life-changing operation.
It looks horrible.
Really bizarre.
Crikey, this is a very chronically inflamed knee.
He and Scott are immediately horrified by what they find.
I'd say of all the surgeries we've done together, mate, this is by far the most gruesome.
That's horrible, isn't it? Look at that.
Jimmy's knee looked like a bomb had gone off in it. It was horrendous. It was the worst knee I've ever seen. There was virtually nothing normal about it.
First, Michael will trim the ends off Jimmy's bones. Then he'll fuse them together and fix them in place with a metal plate.
When we actually made our cuts in the bone to kind of get flat surface on flat surface, those flat surfaces looked actually quite healthy. That looks pretty darn good to me. That's as straight as his leg's going to go. And then what we do is we put our big plate from up here right the way down over the top down to here, and then we're done.
The plate goes on without a hitch, but Michael is not satisfied.
I was just a little bit unhappy with a single plate.
keep it in that slightly flexed position and to support that fusion of the knee, Michael then decides that he's going to actually place a second plate over the central part.
There's a couple here that's just a little bit awkward, but once I get them in, I think we'll be good.
But by doing so, we come up against a few problems.
Because I'm stacking these, they're not quite sitting perfectly on top of one another. As we are putting in the last screws on the second plate, I can't quite get them in because it's not perfectly aligned.
Michael's just throwing everything at it to try and get the best result.
Oh, I wasn't overjoyed about that.
Michael wasn't happy, and it meant for a very long procedure.
Sorry guys, that's kind of changed my mind a little bit. Whether it's active or not, I mean, I think this dog has probably had an infection in this knee. I mean, look at that.
A long-time mate of this dedicated specialist, Scott knows Michael will never settle for second best.
Michael's a perfectionist, so he's not happy with just one plate. He needs this reinforcement plate.
Sorry guys, just a bit of a hitch in the home straight.
Michael fought and fought, but it just wasn't going on. So to then, after all that work and all those hours of surgery, to remove that second plate, that was fraught. It didn't go down very well. You want to get it absolutely right.
Yeah.
Even if it does drive you a little bit crazy.
Yes. So we took off the second plate, put the first one on really, really nicely, and put another little plate down the side. That was the right thing to do, and it should go nowhere. So I'm really happy with it. The thing that I'm very proud of is that I didn't just go, oh, it'll do, because it'll do sometimes doesn't do, and that's not what I'm about. We want it to work. Perfectionist, possibly, yeah. Overkill, possibly, but I'll sleep a bit easier tonight, and hopefully Jimmy will as well.
So finally, even Michael is happy with his work. But the operation has run 2 hours over time, and the surgeon is running late for an important meeting.
My wife is going to kill me.
Yeah. Good boy.
But no one's going anywhere until X-rays confirm the surgery has been a success.
So that's a straight-on view of his ankle, that's a straight-on view of a hip joint, and that's a straight-on view of a knee. So I mean, that's a perfectly straight leg. It looks great. Really pleased with that.
Just call Jill soon, hey? Call Mummy. Tell her everything's gone well. A very long surgery, but that knee has been fused within an inch of its life, hasn't it? Yes, it has. This is the start of a good new life for you, eh? Yeah. Well, I think this is one contented pooch. What do you think?
Isn't it just? Yeah, amazing.
Scott has dropped in on Jill to check on Jimmy's progress.
He's so much happier in himself. It's just incredible that we've been able to do this for him.
Come on, let's see how you're going. Good boy.
The surgery is a success. Yes, it's a salvage procedure. He has a knee that's now fused, but the pain is gone. And that was the whole point of this, to give him a nice pain-free life and allow him to enjoy himself for the first time in his life. What's his future hold?
Well, we have a wonderful home lined up for him. She's a wonderful person. She's very patient and caring and...
Everything Jimmy deserves.
Yeah.
He's going to be adored for the rest of his life, and I know that's absolutely what he deserves. It's been such a great journey, and a great journey with you as well.
Yeah.
Until the next time we've got another sad case we have to fix, eh? And then the dream team will be back together again.
Yeah,
eh?
I hope so.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, Jimmy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kate, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to the Bondi Vet YouTube channel. Click on the screen for more great content. And for free, exclusive, never seen before Bondi Vet stories, you can sign up to bondipet.com, and you can do so via the link in the description.